Why did I choose this music? Oh, hello. Wow, you're early. Or you? How old are you? You're also, I think, new. I don't know if I've seen you. Oh, okay, never mind. It's GB Craft. You changed your name so much. You used to be Fushiguro Edits. I think. God, I could have lost track by this time. You could just be a whole different I don't know. A whole different. Why I chose this music? Don't ask. I just did. Mainly because I want to. I don't know why. I wanted to make the joke of like it's so old, it's in caveman time, but it's really not that old, by the way. This is my other account, by the way. Yeah, your other account of 50. So I don't know what you. Yeah, I could tell. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something before I set up. I'm gonna pause this, of course. Hey Tyler. Oh, maybe I don't actually no. I have no clue. I have no clue. Now that I'm here, now that I'm yeah, I don't know. I got no clue. I have no clue what I'm missing. Um, let's just hey, what's up? Hey, Nemesis Plays. Hey, how are you doing, Nemesis Plays? You want that? I don't. Geometry Dash has events now. Also, I there is a 50% chance that I turn on the Wii and sorry, the Wii. The Switch and I don't have the game downloaded. There is oh, you'll be in VC. Well, I will drag you in whenever you get there. There is I know we need to fix the NAT type, but that's a whole different story. That's includes changing my Wi-Fi, and I don't really have the rules to do it. Hey, look, there it is. Is it downloaded? Hey, it's downloaded! Woohoo! Yippee! Wow! Let's go! Ignore how bad this caveman voice is going to be. It will be terrible. Hey, system data. Tyler, where are you in VC? Where are you? You aren't there. Why aren't you there, Tyler? I'm sitting in VC waiting for you. You could. That's true. You could do that if you wanted. I mean, I'm good with that. You need to leave. I don't have that as a soundboard, but you know, if only. Um, yeah, like I said, ignore how bad this caveman voice is gonna be. It's gonna be. Can I get a yellow battery? Yeah, no, you can't because I don't have it on. You know, I need that too, but part of the program. The only reason I don't have the program on today is it's a lot of reading. Which means there's a lot of chance I trigger the words, and I'm just... if we're gonna get through an Ace Attorney stream... Nemesis, if we're getting through an Ace Attorney stream, I have gotta make sure I can, like, have a voice. And not be screaming over whatever sound, or waiting for the sound to end. I get a limited amount of time with these games because it's all voice acting in the way of my voice sucks. Also, where are you? Tyler! There you are. I'm like, god damn. Taking too long. Get in here. Okay, we can actually start. Wow. I don't know how this game works, other than it's Ace Attorney, so I assume it's the same as every other Ace Attorney. Oh my god! Cutscenes?
The Empire of Japan.
Professor Layton cutscenes?
A push for cultural transformation brought great
No
waves
fucking
of
way.
Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making
I
life
love
in the capital
cutscenes
exciting and unsettling.
in these games.
It was a period
They're
of
always
great
like kind of
change,
better than the game itself.
and
But you
some
know, at the same
was
time,
swept away by the tide.
it makes it feel better than just reading text. I don't have that trilogy though. I don't have it. I can get it at some point. Professor Layton, puzzle, whodunit murderer?
But for one,
Oh,
the
damn.
turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Nemesis, I can't believe you don't want to, like, voice some characters or something. But, you know, Squiggs should be here at some point. (22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature Defendant Antechamber 5. What? I'm not gonna be able to read half these words. What the fuck? Judicator Antechamber. What's an antechamber? What? I would, but my voice is so bad. Is it worse? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Is it worse than mine or Squeaks? I don't know. Whatever. Yo, Mike is bad. Oh, okay. Well, that changes everything. That last part changes everything. I don't know what character this is, so I'm gonna read it normally, and then I'll do the voice as soon as I know what character it is. We're not making another mistake as last time. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Am I... What? Bailiff, smack his nuts! Okay. Oh, nothing. No, nothing. Save your glares. Murderer! Sorry? I don't know who that is. Who is that? How am I supposed to read that name? This ain't no Phoenix, right? This is Ryonosuke Naruhodo. What the fuck? I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumi University. Is this the main character? Somebody give me confirmation on if main character or not. I have to give the voice to someone, but 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. I need a screen share to not be delayed. Oh, yeah. I'll get you one, if I can. It's gonna be weird. I don't know if I can. It's the main. Okay. Give it, remember, as always, the inside voice will just be my normal voice. I'll only do the voice when he's talking out loud. Just understand that. Other than that, let me go ahead and try to share this screen. This is not a normal screen, so I don't know how I'm gonna share it to you. Oh dear lord, how do I share it to you? Okay, this is gonna be really weird. Just gonna let you know, Tyler, this is gonna be really weird. You're gonna see a lot of the same screen until I flip back. There you go. There you go. That's how it works. This is how it's gonna work. I can't... It's my Switch. I can't kind of give it to you. Now, here I am awaiting my trial. That's enough. Who the fuck are you? He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And you are you. Oh, that's what I asked. I am this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. He's like a superhero. I mean, lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Tisk! Technicalities! Look at you! You haven't even graduated yet! And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right? Ryunosuke? Who? Yes. Of course. Me sorry. Fuck, I'm not doing that. I gotta find something else. Oh, we never. Oh, it's just past John Mulaney. It's just past John Mulaney. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that's not it wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I've never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. Ha 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 ha! There you go again. Apologizing. What? Apologize? Yeah, that is apologizing. Why does that look wrong? Is it because of the font? I feel like because of the font, it looks wrong. Just like always. Ah! Though, I must say, you have been all over the newspapers these past few days. Oh my god, John Mulaney's coming into him. I don't want to do that. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me! I didn't do it! Fucking hate this. I could never murder someone! Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent. Ryunosuke. I'm just sitting here cringing. Yep. Kazuma. Oh wait, Kazuma Asogagi. My best friend. Also in his second year of Yume University. What the fuck? But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive. How dare you? Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Wait, how the fuck are you talking to me? Can you read my mind? Like, I'm just watching the stream, but without a delay. Yeah. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. Fucking kill me. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all of this started. He doesn't exist yet. He wasn't even thought of yet. Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and success in court. I can't read. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the world's most sophisticated legal system in the world. From the Jersey. This is going to be so fun. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in a university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. God damn it, I can't read. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's city of London together. If only it were that simple. I can't wait for Kazuma to die. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright. I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Just currently listening to a robot GSL yap. Are we in fucking Japan or England? We're in Japan. He's going to study abroad in Britain. You're lagging. You're lagging. Good idea, Kazuma. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. I'm talking to myself for some reason, because I don't know why I added Kazuma there. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. Yeah, that could be your Wi-Fi. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asogi, may I have a word? Professor! I didn't know you were coming. Are you sure? Well, then this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you're a Viltrumite. You know that, right? We're not like other humans. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. Yes it does.
Tyler Man's Creations just redeemed this point reward does nothing.
Sure does. To His Excellency's chambers. Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Let me break it down for you. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at the university before. I see. I'll go at once then. While I'm waiting for my character to pop up, I'm gonna play some Geometry Dash. What? What do you mean? You're not gonna watch? I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes. Yes! Thank you, Kazuma! What do you mean, nah, Tyler? Wow. Wow, what a viewer. Doesn't view. What a viewer that doesn't view. I'm gonna view. I'm gonna view. I'm viewing it right now. I'm viewing it so hard right now. I'm gonna view. Stop. ... Ugh, this is awkward. I am Omni-Man. I mean, if I may. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Harunudo Hababaku. I believe. Yes, that is right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yumi University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba! I've heard the name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma's studying abroad. Asoga has told me about you. You and he are best friends. I understand. Exclamation point. Exclamation point! Sorry. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? Ah, as I suspected. You are unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. He agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand! Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult for Viltrumites, like, I don't know why I keep thinking that, to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it! ... But I didn't do it! I swear! I'm not a murderer! I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You said you sent something on Discord. Let me go. Oh, whoa! What the fuck kind of geometry dash is that? That's the weirdest looking geometry. Yes, sure. Yes. VC, let me throw you in there. Hey, look, it's Squigs. Hey, look, Squigs is here. Hello, Squigs.
Hi, GCL.
Goodbye, Squigs. You can't get my name right. I'll pull you back in. Okay, so, let's try that again. Hi, Squigs.
Hi, GSL.
There you go. There. I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there's a certain peculiarity about today's trial. Sorry, what do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. Exclamation point. But then what should I do? Well,
wait.
Naturally,
what characters do I voice?
You're gonna voice the prosecution. We haven't found them yet. We'll get there. Naturally, I voiced all these characters up to now. I'm not giving you the voices. That's the only reason. Since I voiced all of these already, for canonization reasons, I'm keeping them. Naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must you must say, I do. Wait, what? When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Why? I do? But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the do you accept the accusations? Accusations? I can't read. Brought before you. Of course not. Bailiff, defendant. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Ah, it would seem our what the fuck are these words? Surreptitious? Surreptitious? Surreptitious. Our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. Who uses that word? I don't know what it means.
Him. He does.
Yeah, apparently. So, allow me to summarize. Yeah, and he's Japanese. I'm supposed to believe that. Kazuma... He is most definitely Omni-Man. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Yep, can't read still. Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Murderer.
That's my joke.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, why do I keep using Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder.
No way.
And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on the unforgettable trial.
Okay.
Well, yeah, okay. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny.
Or
This is
whatever you
supposed
say,
to
buddy.
be like very, very, you know, heartfelt, but I kind of ruin it by fucking giving him the voice I give him. 22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court judicator courtroom. Dude, what the fuck? Why do they keep using that word? Just say.
You are so good at reading.
Fucking, you can't read that either. Shut up. Shut up. When the jury's talking, I'm saying PETA. PETA, the horse is here. So this is a courtroom. What? Is that just? That's just.
Oh, wrong one.
That's just.
PETA, the horse is here.
That's just Phoenix Wright with short hair. Also, look at his eyes. Look at him go. Look at him go. So this is a courtroom. The Supreme Court of Judicator. Fuck you. The Supreme Court. No court in this land has more power. Fuck you. I'm not reading that word anymore. I don't know. I don't much like the look of these people sitting in the public gallery.
Ray's getting mad at dialogue.
Tyler. Tyler, it's your cue. Who the fuck are the people I'm looking at? Tyler. Yeah, see? He's playing Geometry Dash.
PETA, the horse is here.
Sure. Lots of military and other uniforms in here. The powers that have have demanded that this be a secret trial. A secret trial.
Secret trial.
A trial that closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? Wait, are you reading my lines? I'll be clear this time,
But for now.
You're reading my lines. You'll get lines in a minute. He's looking over there. Give it a second. You need to concentrate. Ryunosuke, it's about to begin.
Hold your horses.
I'm gonna be the judge.
The horse is here.
The courtroom will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Hodo.
No way.
There you go. You're them. That's you.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get ready.
You're the prosecution.
The position is ready.
Wait, no, not that.
What the fuck? You can do whatever voice you want, but I will judge you just as much as you judge me.
Okay. The prostitution is ready. Your Excellency.
No, I'm now. No. Redo. Do an actual voice. Do an actual voice. That's not an actual voice. That's just your normal voice.
Is ready for the Excellency.
There we go. I mean, you could have also gone for the prosecution is ready. You know, you could have done that, but it's all up to you. Just a voice. Give him a voice. As is the defense.
Bro's eyes are still going crazy.
I know. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Is there just a lot of wind in this courtroom? What the fuck? How is my band doing that? Who turned on the air conditioning back in 1872? Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to the trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I'm obliged to ask for final confirmation now.
I just lost my
Who
dog in the
advocates
fire.
for the defendant in this trial? I do!
Black
This is
and
it.
white.
That must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question Professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? I do! Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear that...
Wild.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that Ryonosuke Naruhodo will be defending myself.
There was like a car wreck outside.
You'll
of
be...
my house.
What? Oh, what? What? What are you playing at, Ryonosuke? Professor Miko Toba told me everything just now before the trial. He did what?
What happened to my Discord?
He said that your dream of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. I don't know what happened to it.
The screen is just gray. Wait, I'm gonna reload it.
You have to, yeah. Oh. How sad. Well, he'll be back. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you, to get you off? Bro, I don't want you to get me off. Get out. I don't want you here. Get me off. No. No, that's not it, really. No, I don't want you to get me off.
Don't have a dog anymore.
Hey.
So-
No, it's not that, really. It's just that... Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... ... Yes, I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Tisk, Professor Miko Toba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's court trial.
Well. Does the does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own consul? Really?
Objection!
Objection! Make no mistake, counsel. 1 second, chat. As a member, what? Oh no. Give us like 5 seconds, Squigs. You already know what's coming. You're gonna see it. This merely shows that the defendant is innocent. And there it
Tylerman's
is.
creations just redeemed Let's Go Gambling.
Wow, who would have guessed?
Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling.
There you go, guys. You got it. Well, let's go gambling. Oh, Squigs is dying. This merely shows the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so? Naruhodo-san. My god, I can never... Why is your name not like Phoenix Wright? Why is your name that? Oh, yes, exactly! Exactly what? I wasn't thinking. Not confident at all! Wait, yes, whoa! They got better at the animation. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. Can't wait to play this and then go back to playing the other version where they don't have any animation at all. Can't wait.
This is what a gamer looks like whenever he's playing a game.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Well, for me, a university student will be brought before the Supreme Court.
Oh.
You must have you must have perpetuated a
perpetrated.
A heinous... yeah, a heinous crime indeed.
I mean, see, it is hard to read.
Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel! Yeah, it is hard to read. You over here like, whoa, you can't read. You can't either. It's fucking whatever. Also, at the same time, give me a second. I gotta gamble.
I'm sorry, I'm only 6. I'm only -6 years old.
Why the fuck are you? What? Give me a second. I'll get the gambling in a second. I gotta search the thing first. It's Phoenix Wright, but I gotta remember how to spell Phoenix. Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix.
Fiona,
Yeah, okay.
like, Shrek.
I'm gonna share it. Give me a second. You're gonna see it. Just don't worry. It's in the same tab as the gambling. So after we do gambling, I'll switch to the tab. Phoenix Wright.
Yes.
It's the no. It's the first episode of that one. There's a reason I'm gonna pull it up. You should know the reason if you watched any of the other Phoenix Wright. Nemesis Plays knows exactly what I'm thinking of. Probably. I just need to actually get.
I'm making a Minecraft skin for Chicken Jockey.
Yep, that's what I.
Yep.
Yep,
So well.
I found it. Okay. We can
Coming
do
out
gambling
so
real
well.
quick. Hey, wow, flip a coin. Heads
Chicken
wins.
Jockey looks so amazing.
Heads wins.
So far.
Where did it go?
Chicken Jockey.
Where's this monitor? I can't submit the result if I can't find this monitor. Give me a second.
Beep boop.
Oh, you can actually hear that. Great. That means you've heard that every single time that's happened. That doesn't.
No, that was my first time hearing that.
Well, okay. I don't know how. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. Okay, where is this flippin' tab? How do I? Oh, this is the shift click. Move. Arrow key. There it is. Wow. Thanks, my father, for being better at computers when it comes to actual computer stuff. Wow. Okay. There we go. So this is what I was gonna show. That's definitely just Winston Payne's ancestor. It's just Winston Payne's ancestor. Okay. Well, continuing.
Chicken Jockey.
My wallpaper is just the stream background. Yeah, you're right. It sure is, isn't it? As you are no doubt aware, the Supreme Court of blah 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 of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standard of conducts are expected for all present. Or is the stream is his wallpaper? I don't know. I don't know. Do I make myself clear, defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competency for the task you have undertaken. My competency? What does he mean by that? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Do that job. Welcome. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But, wait. Ugh, I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Rinosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. What the Sigma? You know me so well.
What the Sigma?
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. Oh, really? But I can't even find that. Press the plus button. What the fuck is a plus button? You can simply, oh, there it is. You can simply access the court record with the press of the R button. The fuck is an R button?
On your keyboard.
If you ever find yourself forgetting something, just consult that. It's all in there. No, but you guys are I just have to press the R button for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. But in the game world, what the fuck is an R button? I know what an R button is in real life, dummies. I'm talking about in-game. How the fuck they know what an R button is? This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to the people instead with R. What is an R button?
Game. It's a game. It's a game, GC. I mean, GSL.
I know, but it's like saying, oh, press the B button to go back. What's a B button? I'm in the 1800s. You'll find details of the victims. Yeah, but okay, go back. I love
My
breaking
grandpa
the fourth
walking
wall.
around up the street.
Press
So,
the B button to
rem-
look at these flowers.
Press shift to run. So, remember, everything in to do with this current case can be found in the court record. Okay, yeah, so what's the name of the guy? Hey, Omni-Man.
Omni-Man.
Wilson! John
Will
H.
Smith.
Wilson! The victim
Will
of this
Smith.
case. He was visiting the professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire. Oh, well, no wonder they'd never allow him back. If he lost this case, the British Empire would kill him. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Go off, King. Find the victim in the people section of the record and press X. What the fuck is an X button? Yeah.
Yes!
Yes. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Wilson.
Wilson!
I already said it.
We'll do it again.
Tish.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. it's just Link.
Well, at least you can remember the name of a esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
3.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire
Was super Rizzy.
is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of Anglo Japan Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. Me. I haven't.
Me. Me either. Sorry.
And yet, despite these disclunt, Rizzy, the
Delicate.
blood of the
I'm sorry. I help. My brother has this problem sometimes, and I help. It's a habit. I'm sorry.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of the Englishman has been split on our soil.
Hey.
I keep. You two are both undergraduates at the
Yep.
Imperial University. Are you not?
Yep, you do good. Oh, by the way, Giselle, if you have a hotspot on your phone, you can try that for that type issues. You know, I could do that. I have like 15 gigs only, but, you know, I could try.
Murdering.
Oh, Jesus!
Sorry, let me redo mine. Murdering.
No!
From very since you wish that would
Institution.
provide.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Hiring a professional from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Ugh! But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
Nope.
So, what?
Nothing.
Oh. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities. I know it's peculiarities, but it's really hard to go from unusual to peculiarities. Is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yeah, this game loves using that sound effect. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Oh. Damn.
He's a thinker.
Yeah. Bro thinks he's the thinker. I'm gonna fuck with this character AI while you do this. Why would you do that? But nationalities in treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Yeah, no shit. We all know that. For the funnies.
The wind is still high.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. Yeah, he always has his voice. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Partner.
Does the courtroom have cereal? Maybe.
I like cereal.
I like cereal. The British Empire! Wow. It's incredible to think. Wait. Oh my god, is that
Charles
old?
Martin, eh?
Is that Wilson? I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain.
Is that the voice actor of Mario?
Wilson? No, that's what? No, that's
Charles
Chris Pratt.
Martin, eh?
No, that's okay, yes, okay. That voice of Mario. I thought you were thinking of Chris Pratt. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Is that
I don't know his
Black?
name. Is that Jack Black? That's Bowser. But still, I should go and say hello.
Mean
That's
Steve.
Minecraft Steve. Yeah, you're right. Minecraft Steve.
I'm so
So I
excited for the
went
Terraria
over.
movie.
There's not no fucking way. There's gonna be one. So I
Jack
went
Black's
over. Is there even a main character in that game?
The player.
Exactly, the player. So I went over to the professor's table
He's gonna be the voice actor of that big eyeball.
and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you. Defendant Naruhodo. Hodor. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. Well, the cause of death. Well, obviously, that was, sorry, that's gonna be this right here. Give me a second. Once my goated PC arrives, death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body.
Oh.
Wow, how very small.
Kaka, kaka.
Fuck. What's with the... Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion. Why did I change his voice? Every assertion was being backed up by evidence. By evidence?
I changed.
But how?
I changed my.
I know,
I
but I
changed my
tried not to.
voice.
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death, and select present. Do it now.
Yes!
Yes.
Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhage, death due to gunshot trauma shot.
Sorry. Ren to read, you impeccable. That is the
Imbecile.
postmortem report.
Mortem.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That is the post-mortem report. I take it.
Yay! I feel like that imbecile was personal, but you know. Sorry, yes! That's right! The
Okay,
post-mortem report! No, to me. I thought you saying it was to me. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death. It's in an autopsy. Yeah, I fucking know what an autopsy is.
Yay.
I do that to my own bodies. Don't ask where I keep them. Or why I have them. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
So this is a so-called photograph print of the scene of the crime? Okay. Move on.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're gonna read it, you better read it right. Oh, no one said that, Gio. It's still you.
Oh, okay.
You can
If it says
clearly...
Achi is you.
Okay, you can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole protruded by the powder explosion.
Why are you doing? Well, why aren't you reading in a cool voice?
First.
All I'm doing is helping you read it better. You didn't know what the words are. I'm just helping you tell what the words are. So I don't say them and then you immediately go, oh.
Shot at close range.
Now he's not Japanese
Giagama
anymore.
290 just
He's no
redeemed this
longer
point reward
Japanese.
does nothing.
He's British. Somehow he became British. He's such a, you know, he is defending British so much that I would understand him becoming British. He's so much a British person fan. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence in the record. The photography
No,
print
wait.
of the victim
What
has been
window is
entered
that?
into the court record. You know what? I need the new Pokemon ZA to have some voice lines. You know, I would like that. So that photographic print? Well, that's something wait, why am I giving him a voice? I've never seen before. I don't give him a voice when it's blue. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. How many times are you going to show that same clip? Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Well, that was easy. Let us start the trial.
Bing bong.
Certainly. Yeah, excellently. I swear if you correct me. So, without further ado, in order to better
Hey, Pixel!
in order to better apprise the court with facts of the case.
It's either a prize or a praise. I never know. I think it's a prize. I think you're right. It's a prize! It's a surprise, what that word means. Who the fuck knows? Also, excellency.
The prosecution hereby calls it in its first witness.
Who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened?
You actually woken for stream. Wow. Who was at the scene of a crime when it happened? Ugh. This is it then. I was gonna ask to join VC, but I'm not in the mood for it right now. Well, okay.
Pixel, do
I
it.
think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Miko Toba? Yes.
Doctor.
Clearly, You're the Dr. Edmund. You're clearly the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean I can't help you. Well, I can still act as your assistant. Oh. Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in the trial.
Oh wait, they used again.
Yeah.
My
He
internet.
really was been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? What? He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? What the fuck? I guess that's sticking his
You
nose
say
in,
aura?
but like in different. Or. What about or?
Aura.
Or. No, it's
You
just
get
or.
5,000 aura.
But there's
Aura
no
points.
A at the end. It's just or. It's like rowing your boat. Boat? What the fuck? What? Why did that? Rowing your boat. What the fuck happened? My voice went like, I'm turning British. No. Rowing your boat
Why,
with
Mike?
an oar. It's like a diamond oar. Or. Maybe, but any help you could give me would be would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Yes, Gio. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in the crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Hey, what the fuck is going on with this headband? Where is the air conditioning coming from? Did you manage to get Metro 2033 free? I don't know if the offer is still up. Maybe. I don't remember. I think I already had it, though. Oh, who the fuck is this? Witness! Oh, wait. No, that's you.
I am going to leave.
Okay! Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course. My name is Satoru Hosanagi. Why can't you guys have, like, quippy names that are easy to read? I know, we're set in Japan, but you could have given them, waiter man. I am the head waiter of a Western-style restaurant called Le Carnaval. Oh, he's dying. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, it's just the cholera. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should. As everybody knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime, okay, he's now slightly Western, occurred in the district's so-called restaurants. And what the fuck? Occidental? Occidental? Eatery. 3 days ago. Understood. Hosanaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. I feel like the good Ace Attorney has more jury parts than this. The good Ace Attorney. Kind of. But at the same time, we haven't even gotten into the fucking case yet. At once, sir. This is like the first time we're in the case. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspirating maybe, but not aspiring. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there was only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. Also, I got his voice wrong. Ahem! Ahem! Blood comes out my mouth. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. What the fuck is crockery? Damn. A gunshot rang out. So I hurried out of the dining area to see what happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped over in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Yes? Hold on. Let me clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized. Defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. Ugh. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Yes, without question. My God, can someone get this man a cough lozenge or something? He is, like, clearly dying. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? That towel should be red. No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? What did he just say? What did he say? There was no one else around the table. What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's just not right. No, he did not, Gio. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at this table. Really? That's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Wait and see. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Balls! Sure, Ryunosuke. If your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who will diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I'd never have, I suppose I am! I'd never have got into Yumi University otherwise. There's wind in a closed... I know, I said the same thing! But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. Also, Tyler, you are very much able to react as a jury would to hearing some of these things. No matter what, you're allowed to interject with that. Cool. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. All right, you've scared me. I won't forget. Not like times it's a fan at those times. It would forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it. Why does he say yes and not objection? Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. What are we gonna do with you? With their blatant disregard of court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw! Oh, son, Naga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. No. Claw door looking ass. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. Kazuma is the lawyer? No. I'm the lawyer. Technically, Kazuma, yes, he's the lawyer. But I'm the lawyer today. As in, Ryu Nusaka Noru Hodor. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it! Ahem. And he's bleeding from the mouth again. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look at it, if you'd like to. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment layout drawn by yourself, I presume. Why Kazuma is the only one looking like a samurai apprentice? I don't know. That, because it's Japan, and they really had to make him look like he's from Japan. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Where am I? But everyone else looks Japanese. Well, yeah. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Kazuma looks like he went to Comic-Con. Oh, well. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Oh my god, he is coughing up blood. This waiter's business card has been entered into the court record. Man, are you okay? Okay, you've been coughing for the past, like, 30 seconds. You okay, man? Yeah, sure? Sir? Is anybody gonna get him, like, a doctor? He's clearly having a problem. Sea salt! I need you, sea salt! Yeah. Yeah, poor guy. He's, Oh, he's still going! So... Hey, Macarin! Hey, Macarin! Okay, so, the court has now heard a precise of the case? Precis? The fuck? Why are you using these words? I'm not a lawyer! Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. Damn. It would seem we are looking at the back of, at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have a small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? You should, Kazuma yourself out of here. What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or the other, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual and about these peculiarities. Damn. The jury is going off. Yeah, you've said it, Professor Mikatoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if we push this. If I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw away that trust back in my face? Is that it? I have a sore throat. What? I'm accused that is, in fact... Sorry, that guy coughing. Now that I think about it, you should just play Coughing Baby as soon as we saw... Here, you can do it now. There you go, now you can do it. Yep, there we go, we got it. We're good, moving on. The accused is in fact innocent. The defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocent by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? No, fuck no. The battle hasn't even begun yet. Ryonosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellence. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Indeed. Prosecutor Achi, please continue with proceedings. Tisk. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I wanna be. Ugh. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. I'll silence your mouth. With this dick. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once. Witnesses? Like plural? What the fuck? Why do we have... Okay, we have a guy from Punch-Out and an old man. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The great Nippon Imperial Armed Sergeant Iesa Nosa reporting for duty, sir. Sorry, Iesa Nosa? Iesa Nosa? Yeah. I find employed as a purveyor of fine articles in my heart. From the effervescence of our nation, Nippon. What? Damn. And conduct my trade for Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District. Carrero Carragorte at your service. And antique deal. What? I thought you were doing what? I swear to God, coming from okay, what? Damn. No, I was doing an old person voice. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Look at the prunes and stuff. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be at the they must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of a most exquisite aroma. The establishment in court always posts. This poor guy cannot get over his heart attacks from coughing baby. And, not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. Yeah, me neither. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular La Carnival. A regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He's obviously targets Le Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with a rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant look more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Oh wait, no, that's me. That sergeant! I didn't mean to make fun of his voice. That sergeant looks more like he'd... Sorry, I'm looking at... be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment, this most atrocious incident? Is that correct? Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what could only be described as an act of war, sir. It was... Sorry, where did the, small baby crying at the end come from? Can you redo that? That's not the only thing you did. That was not the game. That was not the... What the fuck was... Whatever. I swear I heard something. I don't think it was that. It was the black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm. This man's an impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Wait! It was the game! So this is decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. There's a soldier claiming he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes! But I heard like a small baby cry. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir! I'm not playing this time. The fuck was that? Exactly! What the fuck was that? What? What the fuck? Is this like two babies in a trench coat? What the fuck is this? Three babies in a trench coat. What the fuck is this? It's three babies in a trench coat making up this one guy. Unsavory memories of a most Arabic oh dear. Okay, what's with the crying baby? What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Oh, excuse me. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio, the military gentleman. At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own mind. Sorry for the crying baby. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees investigating. God, can the court shut the jury up with these farts? God damn! I was on my hands and knees investigating whereabouts of my mysterious abscond precious curio. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment? You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim? Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. The wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. What? He's got a knife. He's got a knife! He's got a knife! Get him! Cut him down!
You know what that means?
He has a knife! What time we live in when an English gentleman may assailed the broad light of day. But this is ridiculous! I didn't shoot anyone! Is that really true, Rinosuke? Yes! All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor! After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I finished, I got up from the seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. No, perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang! Well, if that's the truth, then there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Rinosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses! Cross-examine? Do it now! As we heard, Your Excellency, goddamn, I gotta fan that away from me. There's no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. Damn. And it's time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vagueness of doubt. Shut up! Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Objection! Why are you raising your hand? What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I am, what the Sigma? I am the defense. Demands its right to cross-examination. Okay, you can stop using that button. There's other buttons you could use. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimachi headband boy next to the door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out cross-examination? The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Nope! Kazuma is commanding. As a member of the jury, I have had Taco Bell. It's not my fault. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witness. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, but I don't but I don't. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You just have to expose the lies in the witness's statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie. What was what voice? Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key is... Wait, and the key is doing... Sorry for making fun of you. Right. Evidence. All you need to do... Mike Wazowski. Yeah, I did that. Don't you guys remember the other one? Or you should remember the other one. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryonosuke! Do not let them beat you! I will beat myself up. Alrighty then. It's all or nothing. Cross-examination. What the witnesses saw. Fuck it, I don't know why though. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black.
Plug.
Wait, what? From the back?
Yes!
Yes? Do you have a question? What? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Let's sting this water paper in my mustache. Inconsistency! Inconceivable! Lemon grab. Inconsistency! Sir! I mean, yes! There's clear inconsistency here. Tisk, what nonsense. What can this document possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think it proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency. There is no place for an amateur student here in the grand courtroom. Arg! This is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Kazuma, what? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance that the post-mortem report presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Issa... Yes, sir, no, sir. Yes, sir? What, sir? The statement you just made was that the black uniformed Syrian cadet fired on the Englishman's silly from the back. The cowardly weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir. You need glasses.
Yes!
But no! That just can't be! Why not, cadet? Objection, they're making jury duty. Because... As it clearly stated on the post-mortem report, fatal hemorrhages from ballistics trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. The photograph print of the victim clearly shows the same thing. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound in the chest. Ah. Oh. 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 Okay. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, making jury duty. The culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is obviously a discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Is that a baby? What the fuck? Bring that baby back out here. What the fuck? Bring that damn baby back out here. Who? What the? What was that? Something just popped out from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Why is my voice like this now? Don't ask. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharged, my eyes were... Baby. Why? Coughing baby! Yep. Firmly affixed on my delicious Le Carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony of the court heard was proven one thing beyond a reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iesa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Erg, that's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Kill! Oh, I got an award. Here's a complete turnabout. Turnabout? Ace Attorney turnabout? In the mode of this trial, just from the one discrepancy. Why is he so majestic? So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him! Man, your baby. No university cadet there! He was pointing the fire directly at the victim's back!
Yes!
But never fired the gun! All I did was pick it up off the floor! And you, old man? You didn't see the moment the victim shot either? I'm looking at these myself. I'm looking at my pots over here. Quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Wow, he just pushed his kid down again. I heard you the first time. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. This old man's crazy. Treasure? Oh my god, this old man's crazy. Indeed, the Hohe Koban, my prize coin. On each of wow. What a really fast animation change there, guy. On each occasion when I visited that restaurant, it was my habitude to place it in my bosom pocket at the particular trinket of interest from my shop, Rasute, in hopes of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was just to the military man I offered my Hoyt treasure. Believe that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not. But I presented with a little material. And then, after averting my eyes from the bravest of moments, was there no more? It simply vanished. Like, come on, vanished. Hunting around under the... Boots up Nintendo emulator for... Why? Hunting around the table, I was, in case mayhap it fall there. And then it happened. Bingo, bango, bongo. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heed it not, for I was concerned only with finding my account holy treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. No. I see. The lament day, that precious Hawaii Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin himself. As I am sure everyone else present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolve. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard is inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, prosecutor Archie? Tisk, haha. Worry not, your excellency. The defendant may have felled a tiger at the front gate, but he will not find a wolf at the back. Huh? My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly committed this despicable crime. Bello? The equally despicable me. Defendant. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well. The court invites the witness to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. What time is it? Oh, wow. Hasn't even been that long. Well, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? It's clear? It's clear. Yes, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Boy, get that baby out this courtroom. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Aido. It would seem that those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Aido, tension! Your father is about to quell the enemy. What? What the fuck? You gave the kid a flat top? Oh my god. Watch and learn, my boy! Okay, the true co-player. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, but I think he's got a foreign man. He was the young laid man back. That much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. These testimonies are certainly compelling. Wait! That's nonsense! The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. Ugh. It is evident based beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has a photographic evidence of this fact. Photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? They're making jury duty. Okay, indeed. Of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As you can plainly see, there's only one place set. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print. It would be reasonable to conclude the victim was not in the company of anyone. Ugh, this doesn't make any sense. The court will add the new photographic evidence to the court record. Photographic print of the crime scene has been added to the court record. I don't understand! What is going on here? It's just not possible that no one else saw the woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true! I saw her! I swear that I saw a woman with him! It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness's testimony we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. There are very sensible political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Taketsuchi Achi, will have contributed to the enmity of these two great empires is an honor. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule? Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you said is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now it's your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth. In your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witness, it says. But make it quick, understood? Tisk, rules can be so unbending at times. Ugh. Cross-examination. The true culprit. Even if I wasn't the precise one. Ace Attorney, this is a certified Game Select Live Classic game. It sure is. It's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man. That lad in black. That much I did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time, we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman dining all by himself. Therefore, no other black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. This old man's head is huge. I know. What do you think, Ryunosuke? Ugh! Oh! What's the matter? I can't find anything! I can't find a discrepancy anywhere! I'm done for! I can't win this trial! You can push the... No! No, no, no! Snake? Snake? Snake! Okay. Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first. What do you mean? You can choose either to press or present against each witness' statement. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him with L. What the fuck is the L button? With a little luck, you may get more detail, which could prove to be crucial. Right, I see. Right, I see. Sorry. The important point is there's no sense in holding back. If anything, every slight jars with you, if anything even slightly jars with you, press the witness on it, press them hard. I would choose not to listen to the crazy dude anymore. Who was a katana or a jury? What are you talking about? Has a katana on a jury. Oh, no, but he's so majestic. Also, Tio, you missed this earlier, but, wait, eShop? I don't want to go to the eShop. Yeah, you missed this earlier. Let's go buy something off the eShop. No, I meant to go here. One, we have this. We kept hearing this noise randomly. This man's 3 babies in a trench coat. No, we found out. We found out. He's got a son. Crunch. Also, the main thing you missed was this man right here. He just kept coughing. The man just kept coughing. He just kept coughing. Okay, back to the game. Oh, right, got it! I'll press them like blocks of tofu! The professor wasn't alone in the restaurant, I'm sure of it. One way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I'm right. This guy's cough is pretty consistent. It really is. Time to press them for all they're worth. My fate depends on it. I want him to say objection, but he always says yes. What do you mean by this? Yeah, he's Yesa Nosa. His name is Yesa Nosa. Yes sir, no sir. But Yesa Nosa. Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, that's just not possible. They're all looking away. They're liars. Unfortunately for you, defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these 2 witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He looks like Spider-Man's boss. Maybe. He also said the victim was alone. That's right! Precisely. In other words, you're the sole proponent of this phantom lady. But I... If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists... The jury went to the bathroom and is now waiting to be escorted back to the stands. They were making jury duty fucking every time. I can't get over that. Jury duty. The jury is back in session. And no such proof exists. The prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It's a blatant waste of the court's time. When this game take place? Like the beginning of Japan? I don't know, like 18 something or other. Yeah, why is there air conditioning in this place that allows his headband to move? Don't ask me, TL. Tisk! Ha ha ha! What do you think, Rinosuke? Blah 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 blah. We already did this. Where are we? Yep. He just epic the air just does shit around. The air just does that. The air just does that here. His head just did that. His hair just does that.
Yes!
Stop! Why doesn't he say objection anymore? No, no, no! That's not the same thing at all! For a start, I didn't fire that gun! I have a difference of opinion on that! The opinion of an uniformed officer versus the fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? No? How could I? And yet, it's an undeniable fact that I did blink. So there you have it. Have what? Tension! There, might be someone crouched down next to him, waving a big leaf. Maybe. The sound of the firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. Think that says it all, don't you? Grr. Let us not forget about the antiques dealer, witness the accused in a most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Kurakekatoto-san? Such a feeble old man. Yes! Yes, it may be true I was holding the gun at the point. But I've told you already, because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously the culprit's the only way you could explain it away. I just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. Why? Just tell him to pick it up. At the exact moment. Bingo! A gunshot rang out in my ears. Check me during a hearing test. This old man is 1 foot from the grave. Full of events beyond control, life is. Sorry? What do you mean? In your case, you found the pistol on the floor, picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Why does he have a knife in court? Get him out! Kill him! Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the kaban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you. Oh, I'm turning into the guy. Oh, blood comes out my mouth. Okay, with a pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Why does the other one have a katana in court? Don't ask. He's allowed to. Furthermore, I don't need to read this again. Yes! You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's stable. There was a lady there. Objection! As you have been at pains to appoint time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus on my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have got even a glimpse of this woman. If only there had been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know! Of course that place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. But at least the cool guy isn't waving his katana around next to the newborn. That is true. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day. And why was he alone? Yes, Your Excellency. There was indeed a reason. There was? This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? This is a medical report card, Your Excellency. The victim is me. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to the visiting the restaurant. That was Tyler. Hato Clinic. Hato Clinicu! Yes, that would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident? So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simpler. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder, what do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it's hard to see how it can really... okay, related. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into court evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for a medical report to be submitted as evidence or not? Yes, fucking yes!
Yes!
If I may, I'd like to ask for the medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous, not to mention the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the residence are no concern. Objection. Whether or not they are concerned is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well, the court will grant the defense request. Tisk. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's the most disturbing trend. Why did you give the fan guy nerd emoji voice? Why I want to punch him. Look at him. Look at him! Listen to the lines I'm reading and tell me you don't want to punch him. And tell me he's not the nerd voice. The horse is here.
The horse is here.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. The victim's medical report card has been entered into the court records. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. He's not cute. I only punch cute things according to someone. Yeah, apparently you do. You kick and punch them. Except for Captain Fiddlesticks. You did not punch him. You had me hug him, and I love you for that. Because, yes, Captain Fiddlesticks is very huggable. Or perhaps you've forgotten these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kakuto-san. Indeed, he was was alone dining by himself.
Yes!
Why? So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim? Dr. Wilson? Dining alone? He's no longer John Mulaney, he's just add question mark to the end of the sentence. That I did. Forgive me for this position I place you in. Oh! So the test... Wow, I think jury needs to make more... Get out. So the testimony of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on this point. Isn't that interesting? Let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beef steak on the victim's table. Meal for one. Why would you order a bottle of wine for a table of one? No! The antique dealer, the sergeant, the waiter who testified before. It's not possible that they're all lying. This victim's table. But if so, then why? Because the fucking prosecutor's a bag of shit! Well, we all know that! This is a victim's table. If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Therefore, no one other than Blackspeak can set over and out. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it a little more detail. How exactly? Turns out, Dr. Wilson and I both have schizophrenia. So we saw the woman on the other side of the table because of that. You'll notice some pieces of... Guy, you're suspicious. Yeah. You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A. What the fuck is an A button? You can take a closer look at the piece in question. Then use up, left, down, right. What the fuck are these, Kazuma? Kazuma. We are in the 1800s. What the fuck is an R button? What is an L button? What is an A button? What is a left and right joystick? So rotate the evidence in all directions to examine it from all angles. Using... Oh my god! I said this before! How? Kazuma, how? What is this? You can move the crosshair around and hunt for clues that may be missed before. If the crosshair starts pulsating, listen player, you have to press R, whatever the fuck that means. Exactly. Press A to investigate further. What is an A button? How do we have this tracking technology? So partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new you've learned by examining it in more detail. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use to inspect any area of evidence that looks suspicious. Hey, yo! Whoa. Why do they look so majestic now? What the fuck? they put on the Chad face filter for this. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, there's an entry for the day that the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with typical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. So, partner, do you get now what pulsating bullshit and A and R button mean? Because I sure not. Yeah. Perhaps that they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I heard of this anesthesia. I'm sorry, he got a molar removed and he's trying to eat steak? How the fuck is he eating a steak with a molar removed? We found our evidence. Lock him up, boys! It was the baby! The baby did it! Lock that baby up! Lock him up! It was the baby! The baby shot the gun! Lock him up! Lock them up! Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure. Until the Santa... Oh yeah, he didn't eat the steak. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. Uh-huh. So, how do I combine this? With this new information, the meaning of one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely! Yeah, I'm too good at the game. Oh, dining all by himself. Wait a minute. I don't think so.
Yes!
What the Sigma? Well, I think, about what are you whittling, lad? Call yourself a lawyer. Wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Ryonosuke. Stop being a little baby bitch and get it over with. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in the cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. The Earth Crystal. Flinted steel. I don't know. I heard my voice echoing off of it. I had to show I got it. The Earth Crystal. Also, it's back there, but I got the warden. I got the warden. I have him. He's back there. I could show him, but like I don't wanna get up. Stop being a bitch and keep waving the giant leaf. Wind's too weak. Oh right. And thanks for the advice. The Earth Pistol got invisible. I know. I got green screen effect. Karakata-san! This is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see and I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Why did he look at the desk like he, could have heard it? What the fuck was that? Something clearly doesn't add up. Also, listen to his voice. Did you hear that objection? That is very much nerd voice objection. Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my word so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You're not the imperator of court proceedings with your amateurist drivel. I was going to say the mortal eyes should be able to see it, but sure, chroma key seems fair. It's AI chroma key also, so you gotta realize it's just yeah. You are not interrupt the court proceedings, blah blah blah. But let's see if I can explain it in words you might understand. Gleeful beep, grbabapo, babagooby. Wait, What is that? Oh, okay, now he's reminding me of a meme though. I really need to get the real one. Give me a second. Also, yes, Winston Payne. Oh, there it is.
Whoa, hold it. This is a crime scene. No one is allowed on the premises.
Yeah, nobody ought to know Egg Foo Young here. Where is Killer Bean? Killer Bean? We put his ass in the slammer.
Wait. Who are you?
Damn.
Let me put it in a language you can understand. Oh, so sorry. No charming here. You deliver. Wrong place.
Kick his ass. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, we can move on. Let me put it into words you can understand. It was after 2 p.m. What the fuck is going on with that voice? In the afternoon, when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whether he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. Fuck you, no it isn't. Grr. But that's, remember, Inosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. But did he understand? No. Just make your point. I also forgot something at the same time. But I thought I remembered something. Oh! Oh, yeah! Yeah, wait. I gotta check the new Jimmy video real quick. We're not watching it. We're not watching it. I'm filtering through it real quick. Sorry if spoilers. I'm looking for something specific. Nah, damn it. Okay, well, unless somebody, like, randomly spots it in there and I just didn't see it from, you know, kind of going over it. I submitted a video, but I don't think I saw it in there. Don't worry. If you see if you hear my voice in that video, let me know, because I'm gonna watch it anyway, but I'm not gonna be yeah, probably not for a bit, unless like I'm in there, but I don't think I'm in there this time. The witness testimony the court has heard before are clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for simple reason that there is no one else besides the pale-faced pupil who... This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that? Oh, alright. That outburst half petrified me, boy. Another GSL and Jimmy here? I don't think so. If I was, it was in the live and it wasn't in the recording. Cause it's the Rhythm Heaven video. If the Rhythm Heaven video shows up, you know I got in. If it doesn't show up, you know I didn't get in. If you somehow see it like randomly, let me know. If you don't see it at all, just it's not getting in. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hata Clinic was issued the report card is a dental clinic. Yes, that one. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Why are you sweating? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that a result the victim had been forbidden from eating. Uh-oh. Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? Nah, that can't. Kareko-san! What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's no more. There's more? This is a bucket. No. There's more. Dear God. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But then cannot possibly be the case. Who was eating the steak? She ate the bone. Grr. Because the victim, as we now know, had just one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of anesthetic. Expertly done, partner. Why do you have your knife? Are you gonna slice me in half?
Objection!
What? What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. Well, he wouldn't be eating or drinking. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
No, Gio, no. You know what? I'm gonna pull this up. This is you. You know what? You know what you are? This is you. This is you right now. This is Gio right now. This is you. Give me a second. I gotta get to the part. Oh, there it is. This is you.
Did somebody say angel?
No.
Oh.
That's you. That's you. Did somebody say repo? No. Fucking no. Fucking no. No, they did not use no. Yes, I do use Opera GX. That's very discrepancy we're talking about, can't you see? How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryonosuke? Yes, most definitely. So having undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. I'll be here in a while. Well, I might not be here in 30 minutes. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who in fact was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel? It was the woman. Counsel? Oh, that's right. That's me, doesn't it? All right, answer the question. I might be dead in 30 minutes. No, don't. Tio, don't die. All right, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been the victim himself. Wait, what? I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Guys, I fucked up. She ate the bone. Fuck up right now. I fucked up. Oh, I should have saved. Oh, my perfect case. My perfect case. What? Ryonosuke, come on. Pull yourself together. The victim couldn't have been eating at the time. You just told the court. Oh, yes. Of course. I thought it didn't sound quite right. Look, you've stunned the judge with that ludicrous answer. Alright then, I could use this state of shock to give me time to think. come up with the right answer. I suggest you think through more carefully and try not to shock him in the first place. You're right. Sorry. A person who's eating a steak at the victim's table must have been the victim himself. I'm just kidding. Me. I ate the steak. 2 witnesses. A yet unknown third party. There was a party? Obviously, it could only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. Me, I was hungry. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. There was, because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a had eaten steak at his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was someone else there eating it. I saw her. She ate the bone too! Exactly. That's exactly what that is. Ugh! Sorry, I'm thinking of a joke. I spaced out for a second. We have a strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witnesses' testimony are unreliable. I disassociated. I'm fucking disassociated right there. If the court decides to push through with the ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma, are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have an issue with them! Those 2 witnesses in the stand! What? What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if it now turns out that the 2 of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously, you will be charged with perjury. Perjury? And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in the murder? I will take over the tri-state area. The Perry the platypus. I missed it. I missed it. I gotta go back. We got to see the baby. We got to fully see the baby. We got to see the back shot. Wait, no. Yes, but camera shot. God damn. God, I chose the wrong words there. What? We got to see the backwards angle. We got to see the backwards angle of the whole place, so we get to see everybody from behind. Ignore what I said. There it is. Pause. Wait, no, don't delete it. Pause. Yeah, no, he's just holding the baby the whole time. No wonder he has his arms behind his back. He's not like saluting anyone. He's just holding the baby. Also, yeah, that old man's head really is big. And the judge is very, yeah, prominent. Are they all is the jury just all bailiffs? Bailiff, 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 whack his pee-pee. Whack his pee-pee. Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. Tactical meeting? I was just following orders. That's right. As the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Who's they? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, that man thin! He became thin! Whoa! What? Did you just say Karuto-san? Oh, no. You were just following orders? No, hold on, lad. I was just, Say you never saw the gentlewoman? Grr. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean the one who ate the bone? You saw the victim of a lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
What? What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? Just one. Just one simple. Slip of the tongue! Order, counsel! Explain what is going on here! It was painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not! The prosecution knows nothing of this! Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well, that's classified! Oh, the baby pulling his mustache. Oh my god, poor guy. Damn. I need all of this. This is like the best I've ever seen of animation in a game. I need more of this. So you're prepared to be tried as conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't! This can't be happening. Ryunosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this. Order, explain what's going on here. I'm very lost. Exactly. I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Achi had any idea about this. The animation on this are neat. I know, it's so good. So much better than the original games. I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are a handful of possibilities. It could have only been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas who might be behind this? If we can affirm who's trying to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever's tried to make the witnesses keep their mouth shut? Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. But how? How could we possibly? Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a clue as the result. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything. Make sure there's nothing we've missed. The original game doesn't have Ryunosuke. That's why it's not as good. He's very epic. I hate his name, though. I want a better, easier name to say. Like, Iesanosa. Or Phoenix Wright. Or Winston Payne. Or something like that. There's no time to lose. Gio's back. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you their penalty will be served. Katana fella. You mean, Katamas? Please, wait, Your Excellency. I had no idea. Oh my god, I can't get his voice back. I have no idea about this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing. And what does the defense have to say about this, Kazuma. His name's Kazuma. Well, Your Excellency. Oh, no time to think. Just gotta have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes to my head. I lied. I can examine all these things. Oh, I can't right now. Why? I don't want to shout out them. I'm not getting paid by them. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witness is... Shout out to the one baby, me. Okay, I have two thoughts. It's either John Wilson or Yuji Mikotoba. I really don't want it to be Mikotoba. But I'm going with Mikotoba. I don't want it to be him. Why I say it could be him is he could have faked his death. John H. Wilson could have faked his death. Eugen, because he was on anesthetic, so he could have faked his death. Just call the man Omni-Man at this rate. Exactly! Omni-Man! I swear to God, it's Omni-Man. Omni-Man's evil. In both things, he's evil. He's not. Well, he is technically. He's right there, but he's not.
Yes!
There! What do you make of that? I think the council, you may want to close your ears as well, as well as your eyes. Otherwise, the sight of disappointment in the courtroom may very well deafen you. Ah! Okay. I did get it right. Otherwise, I may have to influence you. Oh my God, I did get it wrong is what I meant. What the fuck? Ah! Did you see? It said Winston Payne. Like Winston Payne. I don't have a great deal of influence myself, but I believe in you. Alright, don't get me angry. I'll think again. There must be a clue in the court record. Actually, now that I think about it, there might be some pieces of evidence I haven't thoroughly examined yet. Well, let me pull up the court record and examine them. Winston Payne, hate. Man, I hate Streamlike. I know, I get it, but the wine? Yeah, that's what I thought, but like, no, it's not the wine. Button, nose. Okay, well, it's not this guy. Plan out the restaurant raises the number of questions, I think. Definitely. Suppose to show the relative position of everything in the following moment of the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there. Exactly! That's not all! Look at the upper left where it says kitchen. Hmm? Oh yes. What of it? No one would use those complicated characters to write kitchen, especially not if they were in a hurry. You mean you don't remember those characters yourself? Don't you? Study harder, Ryonosuke. I think the stakes on this one. Plan of the restaurant, blah 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 blah. Chief Inspector Satoru Hasanaga, primary criminal... What the fuck? Huh? Well, that's unexpected. Yeah, what? What is? Look what it says. The witness's name here is Satoru Hasanaga. Well, yes, business cards tend to show the person's name. That's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title. His job... Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hasanaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial... What? No, he didn't fake his own death. This is another guy. Inspector, what on earth? He pretended he wasn't a, he pretended he was a worker at the place. I have no idea, but let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. They're wielding it somehow here. Okay, we now know it's the waiter. Well, Your Excellency, no time to think, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we know who it is. It's Hasanaga!
Yes!
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hasanaga-san! Hasanaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier? Poppycock! What? What possible reason would the waiter have to make the witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter couldn't have possibly had that level of influence. For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were a waiter. What? If he truly were... Come on, Ryunosuke, time to hit the court with the truth! The truth about Sakura revenge? What? What?
Yes!
No way! The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. The scenery turned black as he takes a deep breath and focuses on the character was a nice touch. I liked it. Yeah, I like it too. I agree. It shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Turn the fucking card around, you idiot. Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes! It is the front of the back of the card! That is where the telling detail is. Just turn the fucking card around, you fucking prick. Would someone please explain this overexercised student is trying to say? Hasanaga sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of his business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious! Squidward! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigator Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as a regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen the foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... Hold it? Who the fuck said hold it? Oh, he's back. Inspector Hasanaga? I was worried something like this may happen. Fucking clawhador looking ass. Okay, I needed him to cough a bit. Okay, there we go. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. The court will take the plan and add it to the court records as evidence. Oh, well... Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Yes, I remember now. He did act strange. Yeah, it was like 40 minutes ago. I strive to carry out the investigation flawlessly in my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. What is up, my brothers? Wrong sketch. I was unusually careless mistake.
So, you mean to say, you're really a detective?
Yeah. But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course. Your salary must be terrible. I was working... Yeah, it is. You just have to use channel points. I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes, only one person's redeemed gambling this stream. Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant. What kind of incidents? Oh, the gambling sound effect. No, that's not on. What would be classified police information, which I am not liable to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Jaya Gamma 290 just redeemed Let's Go Gambling.
Wow, let's go gambling. There you go. It started. Okay! Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. Fucking ass. I was gonna say he's Clawador. Wait, isn't that the same guy? Isn't Captain Kuro also Clawador? I fucking love Clawador. That at the time of the shooting, there was, in fact, another person present at the victim's table. I'm going to believe that the case is not involved in a murder without evidence. If that is indeed true, clearly you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I'm led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required the witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? There's your blood again. Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable. Yes, he's got, like, cholera or whatever the fuck the tuberculosis, whichever one where you cough and cough up blood. As I suspected. I'm gonna assume one of the ones I said was like really bad, and I'm hoping it wasn't, but you know. I know tuberculosis might be the one I'm actually thinking of, but the other one I'm scared. How long ago he got it? I don't fucking know. The whole time. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what was happening. The victim sat slumped in his chair. Beside him, a gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed was an English woman. So the truth come out. The truth comes out. Bruno Mars is gay? Does Bruno Mars is gay? Is that what it was? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, the rumor come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? That's it. Does Bruno Mars is gay? does Bruno Mars is gay, guys? His name is dumb. I'm calling him coughing. Hasanaga? I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported into the bureau. Special orders? You mean to say, remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once? Wait, why are you John Mulaney? It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if the Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. What is she, the queen? Is she the queen of England? Is she Princess Diana? The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An English man has been murdered on our soil to an English woman as the primary subject. Well, with irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So, corrupcy. By the way, I haven't coughed yet. So, the reason the disappearance of the... Okay. Sorry, irrefutable. Yeah, what irrefutable? We've been refuting it the whole time. Heads. Heads wins. Congratulations to all the Heads viewers. You get Heads today. Okay, it was 50-50. That's good to know. 50-50. Okay, well, back to it. Back to the game. So the reason of the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. But it's not right. I'm starting to think Heads is 75%. Nah, I don't think so. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. T.O., if you were to go to my stream called The Greatest Stream of 2025, you would see that I tested the coin, and it's about 50-50. It's about 50-50 in terms of randomization. So if you want to go check that stream, you'll see. I tested it. Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the medical facility research laboratory.
Shame with a camera angle. Did somebody say angel? No.
Oh. See what they be watching.
That's your answer. Yeah, I know, because I always lose with tails. It's impressive. Is a young English woman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas tour. You mean... When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. It was the Queen of England! Wait, 6 more minutes, T.O. T.O., 6 more minutes. Go to sleep at 10. 6 more minutes, T.O. Deltarune tomorrow. Yeah, the English... No, it's Silksong tomorrow now. We know Deltarune's in June. The English woman sitting at the university professor table is certainly Miss Jezebel Barrett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research of the laboratory of the... Yeah, but it'll be 3 a.m. in 6 minutes. Just 6 minutes. I admit, under the orders of the police bureau, I erase all evidence of this lady's presence and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimony. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Because he's teaching his baby to become him. Very well. He doesn't have a nanny. The old man is shaking. He is, because he is a great father. Yes. He's not Full Metal Alchemist father. Very well. My thoughts on the matter as are follow. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, the victim was dining alone. However, as we now discovered, that this premise is false. It would be desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point. But, Your Excellency, this would mean missing the noon deadline to get the ruling order to send to the telegraphic report to Great Britain. That's not reference Alchemist parents. Big Brother Edward. Call yourself counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Erg! Inspector Hasanaga. Yes, sir? You will localize Jezela Barrett and escort her to the courtroom with utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you're going against the special orders that we're giving you from Israel.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. I never watched Full Metal, but I know about the fucked up stuff. Big Brother Ed. Also, he's dying. Whoa, whoa, whoa! The like split second, the split second smirk. I have to keep that. Not get away in my way. You are dying, my man. Court will be adjourned briefly. Prosecution must call the English student Jeziel Barrett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency.
Good. Then we will have 30-minute recess before re-intervening. There we go. CTL. All I said was 6 more minutes. That's because I'm going. No. You got 2 more minutes. No, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. You have 2 more minutes. You have 2 more minutes. You have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. 2 more. Because we're done for the night. 2 more minutes. We're done for the night. Oh, wait. Actually. Oh, wait. That was me. Wait. No. Not yet. There we go. Now. Thank you, Gio, for being here. Thank you, Tio, for being here. Thank you, Nemesis Plays, for being here. Thank you, Tyler Man Creations, for being here. Thank you, Pixel, for being here. Thank you, Skunks, for being here. Thank you, God Broly, for being here. Thank you, Tyler Mans, for being here. That's everybody who is here. I want to thank everybody who is here. Wow. That was a great stream. I loved it. Tomorrow we are playing... What, Paperhead? Is it Paperhead? Does anybody remember what we're playing tomorrow? Is it Paperhead? We playing Paperhead tomorrow? Everybody remember? What are we playing tomorrow? Paperhead, yes! I think that's the name. Let me go double check that's the name. Also, Tio, remember, my stuff starts at 7 now, so... Yes, of course we're ending early. Was it not Paperhead? Anybody remember what the name of it was? Oh no, it is Paperhead. I just don't have it in my library yet. God, that's loud. Can we not? Jesus. But yeah, Paperhead episode 0. That's what we're playing tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. Still no ETA yet fully on when the next video's coming out from my editor. Probably by the end of the week. He's on holiday right now, so it's delayed. Also, it's gonna be a long video. Also, we get the new outro, so you understand. It'll take a bit. But it'll be the Repo video, the first time we played Repo on stream. And so, it'll be fun. It's just, it takes a bit because it's longer and, you know, time. Other than that, thank you everybody who was here again. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.